Welcome back, all you beautiful people out in YouTube land. So this has kind of turned into a toasted series. So it's really cold out where we're at with this cold front that's hitting all the snow recently on us. It wasn't intended to be toasted stuff, but we did a couple videos, or you actually might not see it yet. That's probably coming out on Friday, so you might be seeing this before that. Because it was a fresh crack on a rye for Rye January and Fresh Crack Friday. But we started talking about some of the toasted that we have. We've done Yellowstone. We've done
the
Penelope Rye toasted.
Yeah.
And we were kind of talking about some of the other toasted that we have, which is Peerless. And this is a Peerless bottle. I will put in better pictures in here for you guys. But it is signed by Corky the Fourth. And who was this guy again?
Todd DeSorbo was the women's swim coach for the Olympics in 2024.
Out there, and they wasn't planned on it. It was just a signing that was happening, and we're like, hell, we'll get you guys to sign for us.
Yeah, that was when we visited in October of 2024.
So I was there in 2020.
April of 2024.
April of 2024.
Yeah, you went twice in 1 year.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
And I have some other ones that I mistook for what I was talking about in the previous video on Yellowstone, where I thought it was a bottle that I wasn't opening.
Oh yes, this
because
one.
I thought that was the right one.
Yeah.
This is not. This is just the regular toasted stuff, and it was just signed by them. So this one is their Peerless. This is it is 110.5 proof. This is batch number 3 that they've done. They're Kentucky Peerless Distillery and Company. Their number is DSP-KY-50. They hold the license for being number 50 in the state's history of getting licensed for making whiskey, bourbon, and all.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So Corky has fought a lot. This is kind of going brief on them. Fought a lot to be able to get that license back, because they kind of lost it because it went under something through family, like they weren't producing, so they kind of lost that number, but then they fought back to get that number and bring everything back, and they're kind of bringing stuff around. They are actually around, and so is also a local, well, not local, but a Chicago-based company, which is Walgreens. Walgreens Pharmacy is actually around because of Peerless. They were during the whole Prohibition, when you could only get whiskey and bourbon as medicine. They were the distributor. They helped grow Walgreens. So I actually do have a lot of Peerless stuff. I do really like Peerless a lot. They're a little bit of a mid to high end whiskey for price. This bottle goes for about $100 to $115.
Roughly, yeah.
It was probably like around $115 when we were in Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't
something
remember.
like that. Which one thing is, if you're ever thinking of going to Kentucky and doing like the Kentucky distillery tours type thing, you sometimes are going to pay more than what you actually might pay when you find it somewhere else. So you might actually find it at Kroger for $10 cheaper than what you're buying at the distillery. And some of the distilleries actually tell you that too. So that is one thing to just look out for as a note. But I think someday we will go off of and do a little bit more history about Peerless. They are probably one of my favorite whiskeys out there. But without further ado, kind of hard to see here. This is actually a Peerless glass that we got from a tasting there. And we have Starlight. I know I said that weird, but we do like Starlight.
That was weird, yeah.
Starlight is actually really good. They're another company that we really like on there.
Well, mainly for the wine, and they're flavored.
Yeah, they're flavored
the
stuff.
peach and the blackberry.
Oh,
why'd you give me so
I
much?
don't know. That's...
Okay. Yeah. We're going to switch.
I feel like this reminds me of just like what bourbon and whiskey should taste like or smell like.
Yeah. Oh, it has a lighter scent.
It has a very different
It's
scent.
so light compared to the Penelope that we did.
One thing I know this is going to sound weird too, but if you smoke cigars and you smoke it and you don't really like the flavor of it too much, but you just smell that it's like someone's smoking a cigar around, and it's a much different scent, but you want that cigar smell.
Yeah.
This is kind of like how I want my bourbon to smell. It smells very...
It smells nice. It smells sweet. I smell caramel, but I feel like everything I've had tonight smells like caramel.
This one I know is going to be harsh for you. This is probably going to be between the Yellowstone and the rye. So,
which is weird because the last one was 100 proof, right? This is one.
Yellowstone was 100 proof. This one was 110. The Penelope was 115.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, it shouldn't be that much of a difference, at least to me. But you gotta remember how they do everything. Each place is different.
Yeah, that's true.
So, to me, this is more not a cigar blend, which cigar blend just means that it kind of holds its flavors better. It's usually more of a harsh when it's plain, because when you're smoking, that smoke changes your palate. But
there's a little bit of that hug.
To me, this is what I want bourbon to taste like.
I like the after flavor much better than when I first taste it.
Okay. Yeah.
It still tastes very sweet, which you're saying is probably the toasted part, maybe.
I'm really thinking that's the toasted part. I'm not too familiar with toasted. I mean, I do like it. Obviously, this is our third bottle.
Yeah.
But I believe it gives it that extra finish to it. It gives it made a little bit more of a sweetness.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty good, especially with the consistency of it being toasted. And all three of them that we've done tonight have been on the sweeter side.
Yeah.
Yeah, these aren't bad.
So, we're also getting back into it. We were taking a break off, so I think you might be getting a little bit more used to it. I mean, I've been drinking, but you kind of took not a sabbatical, but just think life was busy.
Yeah.
So things happened, but again, still hands down, this is probably one of my favorite. I would say out of what we've tried for the toasted, yours is probably, I'm gonna guess, and correct me if I'm wrong, Yellowstone. I might say the Rio. I mean, not the Rio.
The Penelope.
The Penelope, and then this.
I'm not sure.
Would you say your toasted is your favorite? Or the Yellowstone is your favorite?
Yes. But I'm having a hard time with the number 2 because Penelope, the toasted rye, and this one are somewhat equal. I will say that this has less of a pack, like a punch when you first taste it compared to the Penelope. But to be fair, that was also the first pour tonight compared to the third.
It was the first pour, and it ended up being the highest.
Yeah, that's true.
But again, that wasn't intended to happen.
We'll have to try it again.
And maybe, I mean, if you guys like these videos, again, like, subscribe, leave comments. If there's something like you wanted to see what all of our toasted are that we have, and which I think we've gone through them. I think I really only have 3. I might have other people I can hit up to borrow or get a sample,
like we could do more like just hidden somewhere, but
we have over 250.
Yeah, I think one of my brothers has another toasted something or other.
If it's one you're thinking of, he has the toasted marshmallow.
Oh,
and that's by Penelope, but
that's the one I was thinking of. Which to me, I'm hoping it tastes like a s'more, but I know that's not the case.
That would be Schmallow,
which was really good. And I think we have another one. Don't we have another marshmallowy type one or s'more type one?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay,
but I would give this this is Glory 9.5.
Oh, I'd give it maybe a 7, 7.5. I don't know. That's on par with what I rated the Penelope.
Penelope, you said 7.
Yeah.
So and the Yellowstone, you said 8.
I said 8, 8.5.
Yeah. So right there.
Yeah.
So this has kind of turned into a trilogy.
Well, we're staying toasty because it's so cold.
Oh boy. But yeah, let us know. And like I said, if there's stuff like that that you want to see, hey, what are your ryes? I mean, we can't do every single rye, but maybe we could do some comparison tasting, right?
Yeah.
Go from there. See whatever else we can do. I've talked to some other people. Might be getting some more people coming out to do reviews. They might not be on camera, but they'll at least give their opinion. So that's other things out there. But I mean, I think we really covered it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I want to get into like trying to do a line of stuff like this of Peerless and do, like I said, maybe get the history and talk a little bit more about that. I know Corky, the current owner right now, I think it's transitioning to his son, but Corky was in the Navy, military, family owned, or not family owned, but military owned. So it's really cool to go there. It's a different vibe than kind of going to other distilleries. He's not always there, but when he's walking around, twice that we've been there, twice that I've been there, he's been there. And it's just kind of cool to meet him. Older guy, and he'll talk to you like just about stories. Just might not even be the same thing of talking about whiskey. You could be on one thing and he's talking about a story, but it's so cool to get that history from him and the way everything worked. And we were there the second time with our daughter in October. She wasn't supposed to be with us, but things fell through, and she ended up with us. And him meeting her, he was interacting with her.
Yeah, that was nice.
She had a stuffed buffalo from Buffalo Trace,
yes.
and he even was talking to her about it, joking back and forth about obviously Buffalo Trace and a competitor. But it's just very nice about that, and he, not say Santa Claus vibe, but like very nice no matter what, to be able to talk to you as a child. So that was another thing. They're family friendly. So I think that's about it, really.
Yeah, okay. Not bad. I don't hate it.
And still, I like it. So without further ado, have a great night. Be safe. See you later.